Hello, welcome to Uday Kiranalu. The topic for the day is the phrase and the clause. We know that to speak in English, we must have a rich knowledge of words, that is, vocabulary. Along with vocabulary, we need to know about phrases and clauses. Then only we can express ourselves clearly and effectively. Now, let's discuss them briefly. Phrase. What is a phrase? A group of words which doesn't have a subject and finite verb and still makes some sense is called a phrase. Here are some examples. Tell me what to do now. In this sentence, what to do now is a phrase. It doesn't have a subject and a finite verb, still it makes some sense. The second example, he sat on a wall. In this sentence, on a wall is a phrase. The next one is, yesterday they came to our garden. In this sentence, to our garden is a phrase. Now, let's have a look at this picture. Oh, how beautiful the scene is. Let us say something about it. The rising sun behind the hills is a feast to the eyes. In this sentence, the rising sun behind the hills is a phrase. It conveys some sense. And let us take up another picture. Oh, there are some dividers across the road. In this sentence, across the road is a phrase. The next topic is kinds of phrases. There are 5 kinds of phrases. They are noun phrase, verb phrase, gerund phrase, infinitive phrase, and prepositional phrase. The first one is noun phrase. A noun phrase acts as a noun and it is either the subject or the object of the verb in a sentence. For example, the smooth blue saree looks very nice. Here, the noun phrase is the smooth blue saree. The main word in this phrase is saree. And we have used smooth and blue to describe the noun saree. And it is the subject of the verb looks. And the second example, I bought a new red pen. A new red pen is a noun phrase. The main word in this phrase is pen. And we used new and red as adjectives to describe the noun pen. Together they make a noun phrase. The next one, verb phrase. A verb phrase contains helping verb and main verb forms. Let's have a look at these examples. We have been learning English since 2018. In this sentence, have been learning is a verb phrase. And the next one, the river will be flowing in the rainy season. Here, will be flowing is a verb phrase. Here we can see a modal verb and a main verb. And the third one is gerund phrase. A gerund phrase consists of ing form of a verb and its object. For example, wearing a mask is mandatory now. Here, wearing a mask is a gerund phrase where V1 and ing added to that verb, and it has its own object that is a mask. And the next example, one of the noble things is helping the needy. Here, helping the needy is a gerund phrase. And the fourth one is infinitive phrase. An infinitive phrase does have two infinitives. These are the examples. To become an IAS officer is her goal. To become an IAS officer is an infinitive phrase here. The next one is he is there to extend a hearty welcome to his friend. To extend a hearty welcome to his friend is an infinitive phrase here. And the last one is prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase consists of a preposition and its object. We can see that in these examples. The sun rises in the east. Here, in the east is a prepositional phrase. In is a preposition and its object is the east. The second example, we should not drive vehicles at high speed. Here, at is a preposition, high speed is its object. Now, let's discuss clause. A group of words which contains a subject and a predicate is called a clause. There are primarily two clauses. They are number 1 main clause, number 2 subordinate clause. A group of words that makes complete sense by itself is a main clause, and a subordinate or dependent clause which doesn't give complete sense by itself depends on the main clause for its meaning. Now, let's read these examples. This heavy bag is mine. This is an independent sentence and it gives us full meaning. So it is a main clause. And the second one, the man who is at the gate is my uncle. Here, the highlighted part is who is at the gate, and it is a subordinate clause. Even though it has a subject and a predicate, it doesn't give us complete sense. It depends on the main clause for its sense. So it is called a subordinate clause. Let us say something about this picture. We went to the farm after the sun had risen in the east. Here, we went to the farm is the main clause because it is giving us complete meaning. And after the sun had risen in the east is the subordinate clause because it depends on the main clause for its meaning. Now, kinds of clauses. There are three kinds of clauses. They are noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. A noun clause acts as a noun and it is the subject or object of a verb in a sentence. For example, what you told me still rings in my ears. Here, what you told me is a noun clause and it is the subject of the verb rings. Next one, I can't understand how you coped up with him. Here, how you coped up with him is the noun phrase and it is the object of the verb understand. Next one, an adjective clause does the work of an adjective in a sentence. These are the examples. The book that I bought yesterday is very interesting. The highlighted part that I bought yesterday is an adjective clause. Here it is describing the noun book. Without this clause, we can't know what book we are talking about. So we need this clause. So here this clause is doing the work of an adjective. It is referring to a particular book. And the next example, the man who is standing next to my mom is my maternal uncle. Here the adjective clause is who is standing next to my mom. An adverb clause does the work of an adverb in a sentence. For example, fools tread where angels fear. Here, where angels fear is an adverb clause and it talks about place. We know that adverbs talk about manner, place, time, reason, etc. Let's have a look at this picture. Say something about this picture. He went home early as he got a call from his wife. As he got a call from his wife is an adverb clause and it talks about a reason. It gives us a reason. Next, let us take a simple exercise. Find the clause and name it. I went out when the sun was rising. When the sun was rising is an adverb clause. The place where I meditate is very peaceful. Here, where I meditate is an adjective clause because it is referring to a particular place. And the third one is the security did not allow him in as he didn't have a valid entrance ticket. The clause is as he didn't have a valid entrance ticket. This is an adverb clause because it is giving us a reason. No one knows who the kidnapper was. Who the kidnapper was is a noun clause. He will achieve his goal if he concentrates on it. If he concentrates on it is an adverb clause. They said that they were tired. That they were tired is a noun clause. Here is the bag that your son wants. That your son wants is an adjective clause. It is describing the bag. What you are going to do now is not known to us. What you are going to do now is a noun clause. Next, people who help others will be remembered forever. Who help others is an adjective clause. And the last one is my dog follows me wherever I go. Wherever I go is an adverb clause. Thank you for watching.